What's up, everybody? This is Dale from Upstate Bets and DFS. I'm here with my partner Riaz, bringing you guys another Fire 5 on a Monday. This is a 5-game slate here, so we're recording this during the time of the late game. Right now we have Golden State Warriors and the Kings going at each other. That's the middle of the third, as well as the Grizzlies and the Lakers is approaching halftime right now. Just wanted to go over a couple of our picks from the last Fire 5 that we did. That was actually for this Sunday slate. So to start us off, we went Shea at 6'8", and Shea absolutely smashed, man. He was an awesome play. I thought he was going to be a lot lower owned than what he was. But hey, man, looks like he's going to be part of the winning lineup. He went for almost 30 real life points and 52 DraftKings points, man. He smashed. We had Buddy Hield. He was priced at 6'3". The game's still going on, of course, but man, he's looking rough out there. Davion Mitchell looks like he's gonna get a lot of that run, which is it's tough to determine, man. Sometimes things like this happen, and unfortunately, he's having he's having a rough night out there, shooting and everything, man. He's 0 for 3 from the field, 0 for 2 from deep, and yeah, that's just unfortunate, man. We really like that game. It's pretty high scoring game as it is right now. So definitely a good game to target, but unfortunately just didn't have the right play. Curry is obviously smashing that game too. Tatum at 8-8 was an unbelievable play as well. Once we got the news that Brown was officially out, definitely we're gonna go to him. So he smashed at 50. Yeah, great game. They beat the Rockets by 10. So that was an awesome spot for Tatum. Jarrod Jackson Jr. is at halftime right now. He's having an average game. We'll see where he ends up, but I think he's going to end up not being hot, but I don't think he's going to end up being cold either. So we'll see where we're at with Jarrod Jackson and Wendell Carter Jr. to wrap up the Fire 5 from yesterday. Had an average game. He wasn't cold, but he didn't necessarily smash, but definitely not a bad play. He was second in fantasy points on the Orlando Magic. Just a weird game, honestly. I mean, just Randall smash, and then, I mean, Cole Anthony just like, I thought his price was high, but I didn't know that he was going to just go berserk for 66 DK points. So, either way, we're here. It's a new day. I don't think our picks were that bad. I think that we've been putting out some fairly good content, but you're always due for a bad day, man, every now and then. So, that's DFS for you. So it's a new day. Time to make some cash, man. So point guard, we like somebody here. There's a couple key inactives that we're monitoring. So we got Bradley Beal, who's questionable. He's dealing with a groin injury, so we're not sure if he's going to play. We're waiting on some news. And then also Jaylen Brown. Right now on my screen, he is listed as out, but it looks like he is going to play because they did say, we read from a pretty reliable source that he's going to play the back half of this back-to-back, which would mean he's going to play in Charlotte tomorrow. So other than that, that's really what we're looking at. A couple guys down here at the bottom as well as Darius Garland. We're looking at him to see if he's going to play. Not really sure yet, but a lot of these picks are kind of based off these key inactives, so take it with a grain of salt. And as always, man, if you have any questions, drop it down in the comments. But let's kick it off, Riaz. Who do you like for point guard here?
Yeah, point guard, we're going to go with Ricky Rubio at 6K. Even when he is playing the backup role, he's still seeing about 25 minutes, which is great. And even in that backup role, he got 2 games back to back the first 2 days, or the first 2 games, double doubles. So that's pretty great to see. And when he did get the start, I mean, his upside is phenomenal. He grabs the boards. He didn't get a double double, but he was on triple double watch. So at 6,000 against Denver, kind of a pace up match. Not a bad play whatsoever.
Yeah, obviously we gotta monitor the Garland news. Yeah, I love Rubio here. Definitely gonna plug him in, and I like what you said about him. I couldn't agree more. But like we were saying, if Beal does sit at this spot, $1,000 more than Rubio, we do like Spencer Dinwiddie. I'll highlight him quick. He went for 57 last game. Put up a awesome amount of shots. Shot the ball at a really good percentage and hit 6 3-pointers. Didn't get the double double, but was really close. And definitely was actually getting close to a triple double. And we actually like this revenge game narrative too for him. So if Beal sits, he's definitely a go-to. But for now, I personally think that Beal is going to play tomorrow night. But we'll see how things go. And I think either way, they're going to want to get Dinwiddie more involved. But at 5'6", he absolutely smashed at that price. So if you got him, you probably did end up winning some cash that night. But shooting guard, Riaz, who do you like here?
Yeah, we like Chris Dupree. He's a rookie. His price tag on DraftKings has been pretty weird, something I've never seen before. He started off at 3-3, then he went to 6, absolutely smashed in both those spots, and then after he 6K, he was dropped back down to 3-9. But he's sitting here at 5-4. Nice little matchup against the Milwaukee Bucks. Uh, he's a great 3-point shooter. Gets the start. Plays about 30 minutes a game. He actually played 45 against the Wizards, but that went into overtime, and Miami went into overtime as well. So he's seeing a lot of minutes out there, and he's definitely kind of doing it all.
I
He's
think
grabbing boards, not so much in the assist category, but he's just a pure shooter, and he's a great guy to play.
Yeah, I think too that even if it things don't go overtime in this game against Milwaukee, I think he's still going to see like 30, 35 minutes. I think they want to get him more involved. Obviously Levert is not playing, so I think this rookie's pretty good, man. I like Duarte here. Some of these mid range guys are just like are just I don't know. This slate is kind of weird in my opinion. It's hard to find some really low price value, kind of sub 4. So I think at 5-4, man, Duarte's not a horrible play. I definitely like him in this spot too against Milwaukee. I think it's going to be a high scoring game, and I think the pace is going to be pretty high. So I like Duarte. Here we're going to plug him in at shooting guard. We're going to hop over to small forward, man. Some guy we like who hasn't had the best season so far, but he's priced pretty fair in this matchup against Cleveland, where I think he has a potential smash spot here. That's Michael Porter Jr. for the Nuggets. Definitely one of the most improved candidates. He's definitely not going to keep up the same pace. He was a guy that was priced in like high 7s, low 8s last year, kind of as the postseason went on and whatnot. Definitely had a great season. And once we saw Jamal Murray go down too, he was absolutely smashing. So love Michael Porter Jr. in this spot. I think he's going to go overlooked and pretty low owned. So I think if you can get to him at 6, I think you're going to be looking good.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, we haven't seen Porter Jr. this low priced in a while, and he's got a good matchup against Cleveland. Cleveland's got a really young team. They like to run up and down the court, not really set any plays, just kind of just run and gun. So we've seen he can get a triple double. He can score 40 points, but I don't think this cold streak is going to end or this cold streak is going to continue. I think he's in a great spot to end that. And yeah, he did only play 27 minutes. It is a lot, but I don't think he ended up playing the whole any of the fourth quarter because he was just playing so poorly. He only had 7 points, and I think he's going to start off early here, and they're going to need him out on the court.
Yeah, definitely dealing with like a little bit of foul trouble there in that game. So I don't think he's going to play 27. I think they need him more than that. So we're going to plug him in there at the power. I mean, at the shooting. Small forward. Excuse me. But at power forward, man, I think we're going to pay up. I like all three of these top guys. I love playing Sabonis. We talked about how we like that matchup a little bit. Obviously, him and Antetokounmpo are going to be going at it. Giannis is at the top price there at 10-4, but right in between them, man, Durant's kind of catching my eye. He's at 10-2. He's just having an absolute crazy season so far. We seen him go for a triple-double against Philadelphia, which was awesome. I had him in that game. So he's definitely viable to smash at any point, any night. Definitely a huge pace-up spot. I like this game a lot more than I like the Milwaukee and Indiana game. I think he always likes to pop against Brooklyn, man. That's I mean, he always likes to pop against Washington. That's where he's from. So especially if Beal plays, man, I think this game kind of can stay a little competitive, but there always is that risk that if Beal sits, it might be a blowout. But if it's a blowout, man, Durant's gonna have a huge part of that. So I really like Durant. He's gonna play a lot of minutes out there, and I just like his opportunities on this team right now. So what do you think about Durant?
Yeah, Durant's always a great play, uh, especially now that Kyrie, we don't really know what's going on with him, and we know when Kyrie's off the court, the usage for him and Harden are just absolutely skyrocket. So Durant against Washington, well, we've seen Washington's pretty good this year. Uh, I don't think this is going to be a blowout in any means. So I think it's going to stay relatively close. He's going to play 30, 35 minutes, and hopefully he just absolutely smashes like he should.
Yeah, so let's plug him in there. And for center, Riaz, we're going a little low here, man. We got a guy priced at 4 or 5. That's Precious Achua. He's on a new team. He's on the Toronto Raptors. His minutes have been trending up. In the first game, he was dealing with a little bit of foul trouble, and take it for what you will. He was at a low price, man. I thought he was in a smash spot, but unfortunately, fouls definitely occur for some of these front court players. But I like this. I like this a lot of. I like a lot of the value on this Toronto team. We talked a little bit about Scottie Barnes before the video, but his price is going up now. I just think Precious Achua is in a good spot here. I don't think he's going to absolutely go for like 50, but I think in terms of has the upside to go for 40, 45 is awesome, especially at just 4 or 5, especially on a slate too. That's hard to find some value. So what do you think about Achua?
Yeah, I mean, whenever we see a guy um, just getting more minutes every single game is just a plus. He is priced up a little bit from his previous price point, but back to back double doubles. Um, he even shoots some threes, which is great to see for a center. He's pretty. I mean, he's shooting around 50%, which is awesome to see for a center. So, I mean, he gets another double double here. He's gonna hit the 5x we're always looking for.
Yeah, so we'll plug him in there, and that'll be it, man. That'll leave you with about 6,000 remaining. Um, hopefully some value does open up as we get a little bit of this inactives. So we'll see what happens there, but it's a tough slate, man. It is 9 games, and it's a couple names might be slipping our eyes, but either way, man, I think we got a solid 5 here, Riaz. What do you think?
Yeah, this is a great five. I always like to say this isn't the core five. I like to mix and match these five, but I've been playing the five in the last couple of nights, and I've been doing pretty well. So definitely don't be afraid to find more value in these last three spots to really craft a great lineup.
Yeah, so love it, man. I like these 5. I think we're gonna have a good night. So, uh, as well as you guys, I hope you guys win some cash. If you guys are interested in Prize Picks, you guys can also check out that video where we talk over unders on points, player props, and fantasy score. Those videos have been doing well. People are really been active. We can't thank you guys enough for hitting 200 subscribers. We haven't really said that yet, but that's definitely really appreciated. It's a huge milestone in our YouTube journey so far. So thank you for that. And yeah, keep up the support, man. We've been grinding for you guys. I hope you guys like the content, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.